So, Zach, you and I have been covering Shiba Inu for a few days now, haven't we?
You, few decades.
Yeah, well, I look good for 80, don't I? Really, like, I've
No,
been
man, we've been.
covering.
It is
co-
kind of hard to believe, to be honest, like how long we've been covering. I was just kind of thinking about it the other day. I mean, it's pretty nuts. Like time flies, man.
Yeah, I thought about it. I've covered it every single day since May of 2000, since like May 10th of 2021. That's every day I've covered it. I know you came in pretty quickly thereafter. So,
Yeah.
so I think we have a little bit of credibility to talk about Shiba Inu's ecosystem. And I really want to talk about kind of the main components. We've got in a real quick kind of like just walk around the park of their ecosystem. We got Shiba Swap. It's been out, it's been out for a while. We got the Shiboshi NFTs. We got the game that, as of when they're watching this video, is probably already out. The Shiba Inu Eternity game. We got Metaverse. We got Shibarium. Oh, by the way, we got the community. I mean, these are all parts of the ecosystem. So I'm going to let you choose what you want to start with, but let's talk about the ecosystem.
How about this one? Methods of payment.
That's a huge one. Yeah, the fact that you can use Shiba Inu to pay.
Yeah, I mean, hold on. Let's talk about that real quick. So I always make this point because I think right now it's so easy to gloss over that because not a lot of people are using crypto to pay for things.
Right.
What happens when that changes? These big partnerships with shopping.io and these huge processors that allow you to shop on Amazon and Walmart and big retailers, all of a sudden that becomes a big deal. So, and I do think that's going to happen. And here's the thing. I do think it's going to be cryptos like SHIB that have a huge supply that'll make that easier.
Well, I think I have an analogy, and it's since you opened this door, I have an analogy. Again, so I was around when they built the railroads, right? When they first laid the track. So I saw it. I was sitting there in my rocking chair, and I saw them, lay the railroad by my cabin out in the middle of nowhere. This was before, Texas was Texas. But to use your point, right? It's the scenario of the payment systems, the ability to use Shiba Inu as a payment or crypto as a payment is now being integrated in all these payment systems. Let's call it what it is. Nobody's using it, but the railroad tracks have been laid. Exactly. So that they're there now when we all as a community decide to start using it. And I think it's very relevant. And the fact that there's 20,000 plus cryptos out there. And by the way, Shiba Inu is just like, yep, we're going to add you in. Yep, we're going to add you into these different payment systems. Yeah.
SHIB's always one of the ones, like when these big brands come out and they're like, hey, we're going to accept crypto. Like literally the list usually goes Bitcoin, Ethereum, SHIB, Doge, Litecoin.
Yeah, that's a lot of it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, Litecoin has been around for a while with Bitcoin and Ethereum too. And it's like, hey, and these communities, man, like Shiba Inu and Dogecoin, we got to add them too.
Got to add them because you want them, man, right? I mean, a lot of people, a lot of holders and all that kind of stuff. I think, for me, what the ecosystem comes down to, it's an aggregate, it's a sum of its components, right? And it's about utility. And I think that's really it. If you look at the components of the ecosystem, there is, in no particular order, Shiba Swap, that's been out for a million years now in Shiba Inu days. Shiboshis, which is their NFT, their NFTs that they're layering into their game. They're going to layer into their metaverse. There is the game that is coming, probably already out as of when people are watching this video, year in development, right? There's the metaverse, which is in development, which is going to be groundbreaking as far as visually how it looks and acts and feels. And then there's Shibarium, which is probably the most single important thing that's going to be right underneath all of that. And then, those are the kind of the sum of the pieces. I'm sure I may have missed one or two, but what do you think about that? That's a pretty darn big ecosystem.
And it keeps evolving and it keeps changing. And the thing that I like about it is it's probably going to look totally different a year from now. And I like that because, the Shiba Inu dev team understands that as things ebb and flow and they're changing, we got to pivot, you got to change, you got to, okay, we got to pull this in and do this, do that. And they're leaving room for that. But you said it, Shibarium is the glue that keeps all of this stuck together, if you will. And when that comes, I mean, here's really what it is. Once Shiba Eternity is out, which again, you're probably already watching this after it's out, all eyes are on Shibarium because after that, of course, we get Bone and its utility. Leash becomes the store of value. We get the SHI stable coin, which I don't know exactly how they're going to do that yet with all the drama around algorithmic stablecoins. But I think they'll recast that in some way. We get the new rewards token in Treat token. Shibarium is it, man. I mean, when you talk about your own decentralized ecosystem, the fact that they won't have to rely on Ethereum anymore, they'll have their own. That's big.
Absolutely.
That's going to be huge. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. All eyes will be on that. Really, the ball's in Unification's court, that company that's working on building out Shibarium. The ball's in their court. They said late Q3, potentially a little bit into Q4. So we should be hearing something soon, at least based on what Unification told us about a month ago, I think.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think if you're trying to understand the ecosystem, I think we did a really pretty quick, good job of at least giving you the components of it. And if you're looking for more information on ClearCryptos, definitely check out links in the description below. They got an Instagram they've just launched, 20,000 Twitter followers. Discord's very active. Clear is going to revolutionize crypto in a positive way. So definitely one to watch. All right. With that said, we'll see you. Have a good one.